Hello, it's the 20th of August 2013. I made a short clip here at the request of our friend Ken, 1963 Impala, about cleaning small parts, in his particular case cleaning the bearings on his inline skates, but this can be used for cleaning anything, and in particular small parts like in carburetors or anything else that is intricate and has a lot of small corners and things that are otherwise difficult to clean. It requires the use of an ultrasonicator, an ultrasound machine. These are available quite inexpensively. You can find them on eBay, and you should, however, make sure that you get one that has an adequate power output, more than 100 watts. Probably it's better to have 120 to 150 watts output. So here you are, Ken. I hope this is of interest and useful. Thanks for watching. This is a short video for our friend 1963 Impala two-door. He asked me about cleaning the wheels on his inline skates, and I've been doing this for some time now using an ultrasonic cleaner, which is this thing that's here in front here. This one happens to have a separate power supply and the actual ultrasonicator bath. It's probably at least 30 or maybe 40 years old, but it's the same. It works the same in principle as the ones that you can buy on eBay now for $100 or less. You should have one that has an output of at least 120 watts. This one has, I think, about 150 watts. They all have timers on them. Some of them have heated baths. None of that is of particular importance. The timer is useful because you may want to leave it on for 10 or 15 minutes and have it shut off by itself. The idea here is that you fill the bath with water. I don't have any running water here, so I have a bucket full of water and I'll just add some here. You don't need a lot of water in there, depending on how much material you have. You put the water in there, and I have disassembled one of the wheels from a my grandson's skateboard. I hope he doesn't watch this. And the bearing, I'll just drop the bearing in here. There's just one bearing here, but that doesn't mean anything. You could do one bearing, you can do 10, you can do 20, and I'm going to add some solvent. In this case, I'm using, in English, in America, it's called kerosene. But that's just because I happen to have it right here at hand. This bearing isn't probably all that dirty anyway. You put it in a jar with the bearing, and set the jar in the water. Turn it on. I'll bring the camera over and you can see down into the water bath then. Maybe you can even see the motion, the movement of the liquid around the bearing there. If the bearing is very dirty, you can see the dirt just explode out of it. In fact, you can see a little right there coming out right now. You can leave it on depending on how many bearings you have, depending on what particular solvent, depending on how dirty the bearings are. You can leave it on from anywhere from 2 minutes to 15 minutes. Or longer, I suppose, although I don't think it'd do much good. However, probably more important is to take the bearing out and put in fresh liquid, fresh solvent. You can see how dirty this liquid has become. I'll set it down here maybe, and perhaps we can go over here like this, lower the camera. Sorry if I'm making you seasick here. So No? Well, it doesn't want to seem to focus that close, I guess. I don't know why. It's not very good. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, it's not focusing. I guess it can't focus that close. There. There you are. You can see also that the liquid is turned relatively black from the dirt that's come out of the bearing. I did not take the bearing apart on purpose. It has both cover plates on it. That way you can see that you don't really need to disassemble the bearing in order to get it clean. You take it out of here, put it in a fresh batch, do it again. If the liquid turns black again, do it a third time. If not, you can just dry the bearing and oil it and you're done. I hope that is enough of an explanation. It's really very simple. You just need this this device here, and you save yourself a lot of time. Not just cleaning bearings, by the way. You can clean all kinds of things. If you're taking carburetors apart, this is an ideal way to clean all the little jets and parts of a carburetor that you can fit in. You can put in this bath, I should point out, in this bath, you can put solvent directly in there. You don't have to use water. But since you generally don't want to waste solvent, it's often expensive and not particularly good for the environment or for yourself. So you use as little as possible. But if you have a big piece like a carburetor body, you can just fill this with carburetor cleaner, put the carburetor in there. The thing almost always has a lid that goes with it. This particular one has also a lid like this, so that you can put a beaker glass in it, and in the beaker glass you can put a stainless steel mesh basket like this. Put your parts in that, and you can clean them directly in here. If you have a lot of parts or bigger parts, you clean them directly in the bath. I just prefer doing it, like I said, in the glass here, because I usually do small things that only need a small amount of thinner or of solvent. Okay, I hope that's explanatory enough, and thanks a lot for watching. Ken, good luck on getting your inline skate bearings clean.